How's it going, guys? Joe here for Big Game, and today we're going to be doing another Puzzle and Dragons reviews. Coming out on March 18th is going to be the new Pantheon. This one's going to be Mesopotamian, and I'm really excited for this one. There's been monsters I've been waiting for quite some time here, especially one that we're going to discuss later on. Right now on screen, you are looking at, still in the Japanese name, but it's going to be Courageous Demigod of Resolution, and that is Gilgamesh. So let me just pick up my phone here so it's a little easier to scroll. As you see on screen, some pretty good stats here actually. 3548 HP is not the greatest, but the 1960 attack leaves it at 256 out of all the monsters in the game at the moment, and is only recognizing 1,159 monsters, guys. So unfortunately, it doesn't include all of the 6 or lower stars, because these are only the 7-star monsters. So again, 98 recovery, not really the greatest. So then looking at skills, your first one is going to be Vermilion Flame. It's going to change rightmost columns into fire orbs, ignore enemy damage, absorb effects for 1 turn, and this does not include combo shield, attribute absorb, or damage void, unfortunately. So it's just literally damage absorb effects. At max, you're going to have a 20 turn cooldown at 6 level ups. And it really looks like he only has the ability to skill up himself, so you're gonna either use like King Flame Tans or Flame Peas on this guy, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping that there would be like a Mesopotamian dungeon as well that would help with the skill ups on these guys, but unfortunately it doesn't look like there is. So your leader skill is going to be Dream Lord's Guidance, which is going to be attack times 4 with simultaneous clearing 5 connected fire or light orbs. Now this doesn't need an enhanced orb, it's just 5 connected fire or light, which is cool. And now the attack times 2 at 4 combos, and 1 times for additional combo up to attack times 6. So that's a pretty massive times 24 self, 576 for 2. But no HP, no reduced damage, so can't really see this guy being crazy viable in like the late metagames. As you see on screen, he gets 2 skill boosts, he gets resist bind, 2 extends, and 2 resistance bind. So he's going to be unbindable, but I mean, he's looking like a sub at the moment, guys. Yeah, to be completely honest with you, he's looking at a sub. Those are the evolution materials, so you just need 1 Keeper of Flames. I forget what the white one is, Keeper of Light. Then you need like a Flame Mask, and then Dub Rublet, and then just a Dub Mythlet. But yeah, he's looking like a sub. Just the leader skill, rightmost column, the fire orbs, and absorb nullified. Yeah, not looking the greatest for Gilgamesh, unfortunately, but I'm sure these guys are going to be touched up later on as well. Alright, so let's move over to the next one. We will go with this one. Let me just load up the English translations real quick. And this is going to be Water Garden God of Wisdom, Ea. Yep, it's EA Sports Games. Alright, so the stat pool on this guy, we'll check. Again, this is going to be out of 7-star monsters. It's going to be 3,293 HP, 1,200 attack, 633 recovery, which is really great. Actually, top 132. And again, the weighted total is a little bit low at 780. So looking at these skills, you're going to have Whirling Spiral for this active skill, which is going to be +2 combo for 1 turn, 50% damage reduction for 1 turn, and this is going to cap out at 15 turns at level 6. This is going to be really good for like Anubis teams if you're looking to do like an all attribute Anubis team. There's already a Kala who does +1 combo and +1 haste, but this one allows you to have a bulky Anubis. At 50% damage reduction for 1 turn is really great to pop. It could also be assisted, so I mean if you wanted to assist it on somebody, you could. But if you're looking for like an all attribute Anubis team, or you're just looking for like, you know, other combo planners, not planner, but you know what I mean, because planner is another monster that adds 3 combos. Yeah, I mean it's definitely efficient as a sub for any like combo team, especially like if you're going for like an all attribute Diablos as well. Alright, so then you have the leader skill, which is going to be the Energy of the Divine Spring. No Skyfall matches, 4 times attack, where's that coming from? It says fire, water, wood, light, and dark attributes 4 times attack. So yeah, attack times 4 for everybody. Extends the time to move orbs by 2 seconds. 4 times attack, 25 reduction when 4 plus colors attack at once. Alright, so everything gets times 4 is easy times 16 and reduces damage as well. So that's what we're looking for in this late metagame. So it's a times 256 duel and a 43.75 reduced damage duel, which is actually pretty good late game. You're not quite looking at 1.5 HP, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that times 256 could really just make up for it. Again, there's no skill up materials for it, so you're going to need to run, Flame Please or the Water Tans, and you have two prongs. You have Skill Boost, Resist Bind, Unbindable, and then you have Skill Charge, which really plays into the way that EA plays, because you're going to be matching all the colors anyway. So you might as well have Skill Charge on there. You're going to be getting that active skill +1 every time. So really, really, really looking like a viable monster here. This could definitely be a late game lead. God and Healer, so you could run a lot of other God and Healers. Definitely looking like a late game lead here. And I love all the watery stuff to him. Yeah, definitely looking like one of the ones that I would want to pick up. Materials here for evolution. It's going to be 2 keepers, and you get your mask, and of course you get your doublets. Alright, so moving on. We're going to skip this green one because I want to talk about the green one a little bit more in depth later on, because it's one that I've really, really, really been excited for. So we're going to switch over here to Shamash, which is going to be Solar Goddess of Justice, which is Shamash. Just going to scroll down here and look at the stat pool for you. It's balanced right off the bat, so you can tell it's going to have all of the killers there. Again, this is a comparison to 7-star monsters. It's going to be 3,453 HP, 1,535 attack, you get 383 recovery, and 780. So sitting right in the middle of pretty much everything there. Looking at skills here, you get your Son of Judgment, which is going to reduce enemies' HP by 30%, reduce bind status, and awoken skill bind by 3 turns. So note that that's not the new gravity. It's just gravity. It's going to be 30% of whatever the enemy's HP is at. It's not max like Diablos or like the newer gravity users. But the recovery bind is always nice. And the awoken recovery bind is always nice as well. It's going to be a 20 turn max at level 6. So pretty decent. I just wish it was the new gravity as opposed to regular gravity. But I mean, that kind of helps attribute to a lower cooldown than the newer gravities. Alright, so you get a 2 times HP and 3 times attack for God types, 3 times attack when 4 colors attack at once, and 5 for 4 colors. So this is self times 2 times 12, and then together it's going to be times 4 times 144. That's really huge HP, and actually a really nice attack multiplier. So it could definitely be viable late game. Again, you still want to have some sort of damage reduction, so maybe you could pair with like an Izanami, just to have that damage reduction. But times 4 HP is really, really good. So she could be very viable later on in the game, and she's gonna shamash later dungeons. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's early, so I haven't really got my jokes up to par. Again, unbindable. Every Mesopotamian has been unbindable so far, which is really nice. You're not going to have to run that leader bind badge anymore. So you could actually pair these guys. And they're pretty low cost. They're only 30 cost. So you might be able to get in the higher cost reduction badges on these guys, which is going to be really good. Making them just a little bit more bindable, especially if you have times 4 HP, then you get another 15%. You're looking pretty solid there, guys. You're looking pretty solid. You get your resist binds, you get your resist skill bind, which is 20% chance, which is not great, but it's also 20% if you get lucky. You're going to have your skill late game, and that's going to be great. You get 2 time extends, you get skill boost, and you get skill charge. So you're going to start off with 1 less, and you're going to gain every time you match 5. So it kind of makes you have to do it, but at the same time, this is also just a very, very good Raw Dragon sub as well, which we needed more light wood gods, and we finally have one here with Shamash. So definitely looking forward. Again, the standard evolution material is there, and nothing to skill up besides Shamash or the peas. So now we're going to be moving on to monster number 4 out of 5, and this one is the Chthonic goddess of the underworld, Alatu. Sorry, there's just a little bit of a name there. A little bit of a name. It's going to be God, Devil, Dark Fire. Again, 30 cost. Looking at those stats there, it's going to be 3765, 1745, 163, and an overall weight of 780. So again, about mid-pack there. Nothing to scoff at. The 7-star monsters, some of them are really strong, so, definitely viable still. Not as viable as Shamash or Ea, I would say, but we'll get into that in just a second. So you're looking at our skills. The first one's going to be Dark Liberation, which delays enemies' actions by 3 turns, and it changes all the orbs to fire, water, and dark. So definitely could pair up with a Dark Athena team. Could definitely pair up with other teams as well. If you're running like Zuo or Sima Yi or whatever you may be running, it has essentially a better Haku skill at this point, which is pretty fantastic to be, honest. And it's a 15-turn skill to cooldown, so it's not really quite as quick as Haku, but you're still getting that enemy action by 3, so then you have that paired with Athena and an Elite Athena, so you could actually delay 9 turns, which is pretty good. So the Elite skill is going to be Flame Haze of the Underworld, which extends time to move orbs by 5 seconds, and then 2.5 attack for clearing each fire, water, dark, and orbs formation. It's a 7/6 board. It's one of the few cross formations that give you a 7x6 orb. That's going to make this really easy to pull off. If you guys didn't see the video yesterday, I actually hit the max damage in pad, which is 2.14 billion. This guy is going to be able, this chick is going to be able to do this rather easily, I think. The only problem with this, no HP boost, no damage reduction. I've said it before, it's not meta viable without those, some sort of attack, HP or reduction. You're not going to be able to survive late games with resolves and everything else without those. So you really need this. So, Alatu is looking much better as just a sub, unfortunately, at the moment. But if you have, quick dungeons you need to whip through and you don't really need the HP and a Redux, if you get through with the 7x6 board and just a bunch of combos, then by all means lead off with it. But I think either it's going to be a better assist or it's going to be a better sub, which is perfectly fine. Not every monster needs to be a game-breaking lead. Alright, so we're moving on finally to the last monster, which is the one that I am the most excited about, in my opinion. Especially since I've recently just been working on a prong wood team, and this is going to be perfection coming out. So this is the War Beast God of Loyalty in Kidu. And first of all, let's just look at that awesome art. You got 2 wolves with you. It's got a nice sword. It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be great. So looking at those stats, you have 3323 HP, you got 1648 attack, you have 355 recovery, and again the weighted 780. Again, it's going to be God balance, so all the killers available. Wood, Dark, 7 stars, and 30 cost. And then looking at the skills here, you have Wild Senses, which creates 4 wood orbs at random. Wood orbs are more likely to appear by 50% for 4 turns, and then you have your recovery 1.5 turns. And that's an 8-turn cooldown there, so that's pretty good. So pretty much half of that you're going to have your 1.5 times recovery. If you run 2 of these guys, you can actually back-to-back them and have 1.5 times recovery always. So if you're dual leading, keep that in mind. That essentially gives you 1.5 for every stat if you look at its leader skill. So its leader skill is Beast's Divinity, which is going to have 1.5 times HP and attack for God types. Keep in mind that 1.5 times recovery from before. And 5 times attack when 6+ combos. And here's the kicker: you're going to heal 20 times recovery whenever you match orbs. So you get that Amaterasu effect, but it's even better. So it's pretty solid. Overall, your skills, you're looking at 1.5 HP, 7.5 attack solo, plus the recovery. I can't drop that because it's going to be really handy. I guarantee it. And then you're going to have 2.25 HP, 56.25 attack, and then again 2.25 HP recovery if you really time that right. Plus, you're going to have the 20 times recovery every turn. Now, this guy doesn't have the greatest recovery, only at 355, but if you pair him with other high recovery leads, you'll be fine. This way, like, you could get his, and let me do the math real quick on what the 355 times 20 is, because Lord knows. It's 7,100. So you're gonna heal 7,100 every single turn. If you pair them up with other high recovery things, you know you're gonna be able to match recovery orbs, get to recovery, and you're gonna just be in business. You're just gonna be in business. I don't know off the top of my head if the recovery from his skill boost actually increases that, because then you're going to be looking at another 3550 and you're going to be healing over 10,000 every single turn, which is going to be great. Looking at the Awakenings, you get 2 skill boosts, you get Resist Skill Bind, Extend Time, and then 2 prong times 3. So you have 3 prongs. The only thing missing here is being unbindable. So that's a fallback, a pretty big fallback, but again, you can run the badge if you're using this guy as a lead. And then just pair him up with other high recovery users. So this guy could really be a sub. He could really be a lead if you want him to. I'm thinking about running Dodga and using him as one of my subs. But, you know, again, flip-flop, either way, it doesn't really work if you run into, like, Mephistos or Majogger and they want to switch you up. You have, you know, viable people on your team that you could just lead with. Just know their skills. Again, you're looking at God Balance, green and dark, and that is it for the Mesopotamian guys. So Enkidu is definitely the one I'm most excited about. Shamash and Ea are definitely great as well. And then you have Gilgamesh and you have Alatu, who are just going to be good subs. Every monster in the Mesopotamian Pantheon are pretty viable and pretty good pickups, in my opinion. Nothing is really going to change the metagame, but they're going to fall right into it at the moment, I think. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends if you want to. I've been Joe from Big Shark Gaming, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.